when I'm talking about youth, youth means it's the age between 15 and 25, or 24 you can say. And now that is one of the toughest area, like people who are not interested in coming and doing yoga, or you can say they feel yoga is for old people. And most of them, when we approach, they say it's very boring, it's not my cup of tea. I like something, related to only physical, like fitness. I want to build bodies and stuff. So when I heard about all these things, so I just wanted to understand what exactly really the issue is, why they are not really getting into that. So when I listed out, I found few things that why we weren't able to reach to them. First thing, many of the teachers are not able to really directly contact with them, one-on-one. So first thing is like there is already a wall between the teacher and this youth, you can say. And secondly, when we get a chance, even let's say for two people, when we get a chance to go and teach them, we are unable to express and impress them what exactly yoga will do to you. So we are failing there as yoga teachers, and we have been trying from many years actually to target these age groups. And now when we exactly understand about the yoga and finding what exactly yoga can do to you, first thing is what we tell. Like when we train teachers, we tell the yoga teachers, go to the youth, okay, you try to make more dynamic. Exactly, we don't see yoga. Power yoga is not part of yoga, because when we talk about it's more traditional, classical, Ashtanga yoga, we talk about the 8 limbs of yoga. So when we go to the student and when we tell, okay, yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, so they, oh no, I'm done with it. Please don't give me that. So initially we talk only about fitness, how you can improve your flexibility, how you can tone your body, how you can lose weight, how you can improve your stamina, how you can get your strengths. So these are the main things which we generally cover when we go and meet a teacher. So those who are teachers here, these are the things which you have to understand whenever you meet a youth or any people in this age group. Always remember, it's okay to start with in a physical level. When you have more time with them, you will be able to convince them and actually take them to the next journey. So we shouldn't be like, adamant about, okay, no, that's not part of my ethics, I don't want to teach, just physical part. I want to teach pranayam, I want to teach meditation. But you're losing a soul there already. You are like disconnected from them. You are never going to actually teach them anything more. So rather, let's start from somewhere, so that you have that connection point and you can actually guide them through slowly and make them understand the real value of yoga. I don't have much time, so I'm just trying to cut down my points. And now the problems which generally youths right now are facing, the medical condition, or whether it's physically or mentally, are few things which I just gonna list out. That's one is anxiety, second is stress, third is hyperactive. They are like too much hyper energy, very active, super active. And few people are very lethargic. They're very lazy. They don't want to get up out of from the room and just go out. So even you find different categories in youths. And the other thing is like very addictive to the mobile phones, tablets and gaming, like PS4, Xbox, whatever you call, And one more thing, the youth have the issue is like they want everything fast. Now, like I'm doing this presentation, I'm doing it fast. So they'll be happy, okay, it's going to wrap up now in 10 minutes. So this is what they want. Oh, the lecture is going to finish in 10 minutes, I'm happy, okay. Everything like super fast. So I just gave you an example about that, but now how we can convince them, first thing, and how we can reach to them. So one is schools, or let's say colleges, where we contact the dean or principals and then, ask for a trial session, like where we can go and, give one session for free and just give them the brief idea about how it can really enhance their physical and health wellness. And the other part is parents. Generally, I target through parents. That's what I do. I have few clients. They have youth kids who are in youth, and then I generally tell them, just convince them to do a session with me. So when the parents say they have to listen, even if they like it or not like it, at least one session I'll get with them. Then I tell, okay, at least I got that one session, and that is the time I impress them. And then I just try to, kind of bit of gossip, talk about movies, talk about songs, Justin Bieber, all this stuff. So I keep talking to them. So I connect already with them in a friendly way. Secondly, then I go on to the physical part and how it can benefit them. So they're already in connection. So then whatever I say, slowly they'll start listening to me. They'll give more attention to me. So anything which you want, this is the way you can actually go and target the youths. And the other thing is making sure the programs are designed well for the youths, mainly focusing on improving their concentrations, memory power, and managing their stress levels. Now, when I talk about stress, it's actually mixed stress. Like, let's say they're unable to, balance between the academic and plus the personal level. And even they have issues, in socializing, When I have the too much stress, they get too much anxious. They get very hyper. They cannot, concentrate. They cannot talk to a person like normally. So these are the things, which we have to understand. Make sure we design the program very well for the youth so that they are interested and they will be able to get the benefit from all these sessions. All right, so I think now the other things, like we have 2 minutes. So now what are the things which you can do in yoga generally? Yes, when I say about physical asanas, there are different kind of asanas. We try to do a lot of inverted asanas. When I say inverted, let's say sarvangasana, sirsasana, handstand, all these kind of the basic examples I'm giving you. So you start with all these inverted, which generally improves the blood circulation towards the brain, which stimulates the nerves in your brain, and also it improves the blood circulation in a way where they get more, you can say like, generally working on your complete gland here, around your pituitary gland, you say, right? So just working on this area, work on the Agya chakra, right? So work on that part. So then automatically when they meditate or when they do any pranayama, they go more deeper into that. So when Ms. Sridharji was telling about, how mentally you get like, impulsive and all that stuff. So at least there will be a balance to it, when you practice all this stuff. And the other things, yes, slowly try to incorporate the relaxation technique, like start with pranayama, few breathing techniques. And now breathing techniques, how you start? You cannot just go and tell, okay, you relax, breathe, do anulom vilom, no. I tell them, okay, let's start with, improving your lung capacity. Then I tell them to do antarkumbhak. Okay, inhale, hold your breath, stay there. So that like, okay, now I'm holding for 40 seconds, counting. It will interest them slowly to practice the pranayama. Then slowly teach them how and where it affects the pranayama part. And then next step would be obviously taking them to the next level is meditation part. Yes, that will take time, but at least they will reach in few months, you can say. I have few students who've been practicing with me from last 2 to 3 years. I almost took 1.5 years to get them to even sit for 5 minutes to meditate. Yes, there are few people from the beginning, they're okay because they're very calm, they're very mature in a way. We say like, very old soul, So there are people like that as well, and who they know. Like for example, when I was in my 20s, early 20s, for me yoga was something like old people. And my friend told me that he's teaching in Russia, Moscow, and he's teaching one of the top, diplomats in Russia. And I said, like, how much money are you making? That was my interest. Seriously, I was just telling my friend yesterday, and it just interests me. Okay, oh, I'm making so much. Oh, okay, I want to get into this. That's how I got into yoga. I started with that. I went for a session. Trust me, I was like knocked out. I thought like I'm fit. I was playing cricket, playing football. I was into running. But when I started doing yoga, 10, 20 minutes, I was out. I just went out of the room, started throwing up. Next 1 week in the morning, I was just throwing up early morning as soon as I get up. I wasn't even doing Kunjal Kriya. It's just happening naturally. It shocked me, and it was like giving me something like, to think, what's really happening? Money was in there in my mind that time. Trust me. And I went to the teacher, and I asked the teacher, what's happening? I thought I'm fit. It's called Sharira Shuddhi. Your body is cleansing. And from there I took on. That's it. Like, there are things which can happen to youths like that. Motive would be different, but ultimately they will change their, prospect towards yoga. All right? Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for listening. I hope you got some information from this. Thank you so much. Take care.